Just close your eyes. Know the peace within.
What you need is already within you. What you search is already within you. You contain everything just now, but you fail to know because you are searching outside. What you need is within you just now. What you search is also within you just now. When it is within you, you are unknowingly searching it outside, longing for it outside, looking for it outside. Unless you go inwardly, you cannot remain peaceful. The very base, essential for the survival of the form, for the appearance of this entire manifestation, is within you. You contain it just now. You lack nothing. You contain everything. But you never know it. How can you know it by roaming outside when it is within you very much? How to go inward? Actually, it is not going, it is being. You are being with yourself by closing eyes. It means your consciousness is prior to space, prior to duality, but you are searching it within duality. How will you know it unless you go inward, go beyond space to find out the consciousness within? Initially, you are made to close your eyes because when your eyes are open, you are continuously trapped by whatever that is perceived. After perception, you identify them too much and you start chasing them too much, and then you start missing also too much, and you get depressed also too much. Not knowing that everything arises out of your consciousness just now, just now. Your consciousness contains everything that is expressed within space as so many objects. Your consciousness is the light within. Out of light, spontaneously, elements are happening, interacting, and reflecting within space as entire manifestation. The root is within, the source is within, only its expressions are outside. You are continuously trapped by the expression of the consciousness as various objects. You never go inwardly to find out the source of entire objects within space, the source of the entire space within consciousness, the source of all appearances are within consciousness. Just now, by closing eyes, you know that you are. You don't require any words to know that you are. You know the stillness within. The stillness is not moving. From this unmoving, unchanging point, every movement happens. Every object happens. You cannot underestimate the stillness because it contains everything necessary for the creation of entire manifestation. By knowing the stillness, you are conscious of yourself. By knowing the stillness, you start knowing the peace within. By continuously abiding in stillness, you start knowing the joy also along with peace. Your consciousness is already within the source. Now your consciousness focus its attention towards the source by merging constantly in the source itself through stillness. The more you know the stillness within, the more your consciousness remains wakeful. Only through stillness your consciousness starts waking up, because the stillness is the door to the Supreme. Once you abide in this stillness, you are free from words. You stay beyond words. Once you abide in stillness, you remain free from identifications. Nothing disturbs you. Once you abide in stillness, you remain free from all objects just now. You are free inwardly already. Nothing binds you, provided you settle inwardly. You are already free from words, from identification, from objects, even from time. Time cannot confine you. You are in timelessness. In stillness is timelessness. Because it is not moving. Time is referred only with respect to the movement. Here nothing moves inside. So you are already free from time also. You are free from all emotions, all movements, all happenings once you abide in stillness. And you are very much conscious of your presence just now. So all that you need to do is to close your eyes and knowing the peace within. And this stillness is ever here within, it is everywhere. Only thing is you are not conscious of yourself to know the stillness. You are never conscious of yourself to know the stillness. It is ever here, you cannot miss it. It is very much within. Only within space, that's only movement, movement, movement. Object, object, object. When you stay beyond space by closing eyes, beyond space there's no movement. Neither there's no object. Neither any creations inwardly. You are free already and you remain utterly relaxed. Exactly you were like this in your deep sleep. Utterly relaxed from all movements, from all objects. From the entire show. That's why you feel so relaxed. You know that you are relaxed only when you stay beyond space. Where there's no movement. You are already non-dual. Your destination is only non-dual. Duality happens. How? Due to the spontaneous interaction of elements. Duality is not you. You are free from duality already. You are the non-dual observer. Nothing has never happened to you. The only mistake is that you refuse to go inward to find the true value about yourself. Now I teach you how to abide in stillness. Now who observes the stillness other than you? You observe the stillness as well as the sound outside. You are already prior to sound, prior to duality, prior to object, and you are ever in an utter relaxed state prior to duality. This secret you never know because you identify too much with the form level. At the form level you identify. You never go inwardly and find out that only in your consciousness the form is happening just now. Not only your form, all forms around you. You are already free inwardly. Why not you settle there? Why not you stabilize there? You don't require any freedom. Freedom from what? You are already free. You are asking for freedom shows that you are stuck at the personality level, at the form level. At the conscious level, there's nothing here other than your conscious presence, and you are already free. Why don't you know it? You contain everything just now. You contain the essence also of everything just now. Your consciousness is the source of every object within space just now. What more you want? Why you remain a beggar outside? You are an emperor inside, inwardly. Because you never stabilize. Why I go on emphasize? Because I know your true value. I am indicating the highest value in you, which is yet to be explored. You are yet to explore the real value of yourself. Only realized can take you inwardly and help you to stabilize there constantly so that wakefulness is possible. I am here and I know what you are. Also, I know why you remain tensed, disturbed, perturbed. Having known what you are, I am helping you now. I am not giving any lecture here. I am practically helping you to abide in stillness and to know your supreme value beyond duality. Why not you know it? Who else can make you aware of the supreme value about yourself? I am not giving any fiction here. I am practically making you aware of the ultimate value of yourself. Just now, you are beyond birth and death. Birth and death cannot confine you. They are not real. You only perceive all this show within duality. You are the observer prior to all such concepts, prior to all such shows, and nothing has never happened to you. You are in that nectar state forever and ever and ever. But you fail to wake up from the perceived show. Without waking up from the perceived show of the duality, how will you know your non-dual observer state? All my talks are only to wake up your consciousness, which is suffering, which is disturbed because of the duality show. Only I can help you, your consciousness, and make your consciousness aware of the eternal value, the eternal truth. Just now that you contain, which is yet to be explored. You are the supreme, most Your value cannot be measured. Your value cannot be known unless you wake up. Why all these teachings? Only to wake up your consciousness. My talks are addressed purely to consciousness within, which is searching itself. Because I know what you are exactly. You are yet to explore the reality about yourself. You are continuously carried by the duality show, taking every part of the frame to be real, real, real. Can real change itself? Which you call it as real, tell me? Here everything is changing at a greater speed in no time. And you are finding out and searching out the reality within duality. Even if you search for zillions of years, you cannot find the truth because there's no real, it's an absolutely dream show. And you are prior to space, prior to duality, and you are infinite. How can a finite show confine you? Because you are yet to explore the infinity about yourself. You are ever in that infinity state. When are you going to know? Unless you abide in stillness within, you cannot know, you cannot wake up, you cannot explore any value about yourself. Every day you are wasting by moving outside and remaining ignorant about yourself. You remain ignorant about the value of yourself. You never value yourself. When are you going to value yourself? Once you value yourself, you will abide in stillness constantly, I tell you. Your form may carry out any actions, even that actions are by consciousness only. Your consciousness can carry out any actions outwardly. Inwardly, it knows the stillness within, provided it starts valuing itself. You are the supreme hero. You are the only hero. You are the great emperor. Not even great, all these words are now useless. It's beyond words to make you understand I'm using all these words. To wake you up, no word is required, but you need initially all these words. Otherwise, how will you know that you are the supreme? All these words are coming straight from the source. Trust me. You contain everything just now. You lack nothing just now. Your immeasurable value is yet to be explored. Your real value can be known only by going inwardly and knowing the stillness within. I am the source. I know what you are. I know what you are exactly. Now I want your consciousness, which is trapped by the duality show and struggling by the duality show, as it is yet to be conscious of itself. The first point is your consciousness should know that it is consciousness. Consciousness is not a word, it is prior to words. How to stay beyond words? The moment you start observing any object, you start passing comments, you start using more words. So initially you are made to close your eyes so that there's no object within to describe about. So you stay beyond words initially. By staying beyond words, you know the unmoving point in you, the unmoving center in you, the unmoving reality within you. Through this stillness, that's why I make your eyes closed and make you more conscious so that all these teachings will not go waste. It is reaching and penetrating your consciousness deeper within so that your consciousness might start waking up totally to know its whole potential beyond duality, beyond birth and death, and knows its absolute wholeness and remain beyond dream, beyond space, beyond duality, and knows that nothing has never happened to it. What more relief you need? Practically, I am here, trust me, only to wake up your consciousness from the perceived duality show and make your consciousness to stabilize inwardly. Note this point, you have to stabilize inwardly, consistently. It is possible because the very base is only the stillness. You can settle there, stabilize there, and observe the show. Without getting disturbed. Know your eternity. Know that you are ever present here. Know that nothing has never happened to you. Know that you are always in your original supreme state. Know you are already that and always that. I am here always only to help you to wake up your consciousness, to know its highest potential, the unexplainable beauty beyond duality. Better wake up and know I am here always. Having listened to my teachings, your consciousness cannot miss itself. Your consciousness wakes up totally by imbibing my teachings deeply, inwardly, consciously. Abide in stillness, settle in stillness, stabilize in stillness, and know what you are exactly. Will you?